Hello guys, welcome back to Data Analytics with Saeed, and today we're going to talk about what is null hypothesis and alternative, and how we can code it, and how we can also import it with pandas, and how we can also code it with panda. So null and null and alternative hypothesis are the same meaning, just different steps. So null is there's no effect or no difference is what we aim to test against. Essentially, suggests that any observed difference is due to change or randomness. For example, if we're testing a new drug, the null hypothesis will be that the drug has no effect compared to a placebo. So no to no difference, no effect or no difference. Alternative, it will be like, oh, the drug has a fake. So that's what we is. So hypothesis just means alternative means that we are making a change. Null is like we're not making a change. So how do we code it? So we do print np.mean data one. So first you have to make a data, but that's what I did. So print np.mean data one and print np.mean data two. Output will be 35 and 35, which means the meaning. So what's the meaning of it? And it's 3.5. If we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, uh, that will give us 3.5. So hypothesis one is rejected because it's the same. Now we're gonna talk about how to what is panda. So pandas are what is panda? So pandas is an open source data analyst and manipulation tool built on top of the Python program languages. It's designed to be powerful, flexible, and easy to use for data manipulation and analysis. Panda provides data structures like data frames and series, which are essential for handling structured data. So what we're gonna talk about, the data frames is installation, import, pandas, loading data, basic operation, visualization. I'm probably only gonna talk about with this video. I'm only gonna talk about installation and importing pandas. Maybe I'll go to loading data, or that could be a different video. So installation is just how we can call it. So how to call it is we do Exos, XOCs, CZF data, JSON data. These are all the datas. Now we do df equals pd.read and data.csvs, which I did the coding here as well. Right here. So first we do import pandas as pd print pd.version. This is installation. That's 222. So 2.2.2. That's our version. Now we're gonna do how we can import Panda. So we can import Panda by using these data. So CSV data, JSON data, Excel sheet data. Now we can make a code. So df equals pd.read underscore cvs, and that is just for data calling for CSV and how we can code it. How we can code CSV data calling. That's how we code it. pd.read underscore JSON, and that's how we can code to call the JSON data. Now we can do read same thing, but read underscore Excel, which is for Excel data calling. So now we're gonna first do read for CZF. So we're mostly gonna always use CSV because it's very easy to do it. So df dot because it's just way easier. Unlike the JSON data, they just do different type of data. So we do pd.read underscore czf csv, as in we make an upload here. We can go click the files, and if you do it from the Google Colab and you click sample data, and if you do California, let's do California housing test, you copy the path and you put it here, and it will show you that. Now we do div.head and you don't put nothing. So this shows the whole stuff. See? Now how we can that's how we code the data calling. Now how we can code it, how to get the info from it. So it's very easy. All we can do is df the info, not that much coding, and we will get pandas code of frame data frame. That's a class. Range is 3,000 entries, so 0 to 299, 2,999. Data columns, there are 9 columns, and uh, these are like the columns, longitude, latitude, all of these. Now, how we can describe it? So now we're talking about how to describe it. So describing is very easy. We do df.describe. It describes every part. So mean is, what is the mean of, describe the mean, which means import the mean. That's the mean. For latitude is this. For housing medium, it's this, and all of that. So now we can do checking the null values. How I told you guys, we're gonna also code it with it. So we can just do df.ensol.sum, and it shows 0. See, because remember, null means you make no changes, so it's 0. And this is just the columns that what we're gonna use. So checking for duplicacy, so duplicated. So we do df.duplicate parentheses dot sum, which will give us 0. How can we check the data filtering? Is we do df.filter, we do population, household, total rooms. These are like the stuff that is in my columns. Like you can see population, households, and total rooms or bedrooms. So now we're gonna do now I did that. Now we get only the population, households, and total rooms columns or info only. It doesn't give me a housing median age or longitude or latitude. It only shows me that. Now, how can check to remove errors? If there's no errors, you shouldn't be really getting anything. So checking for duplicacy, this is 0. Removing errors, in place equals true. So give the drop underscore duplicates, parentheses n plus equals true with a T, capital T. We get nothing because we don't have any errors. If we had, it would show us an error. So how we can filter the data, I told you guys, but how can we filter it even more? We can only do df.filter, df braces, one parentheses population, no, one comma population, and it's less than 1,000. So it's greater than 1,000. So it will give us only the ones that are greater than 1,000. Here to do 99, 296, 99, 8, 299, all of them. There's 2,000 rows, but we don't just want to show all of the rows. So now how can we create a new column? So the new column is amount. As you can see, if I go back right here, look, I'm scrolling all the way at the end. The last is median underscore house value. So if we go back, df the amount equals df to population. So now we get median the amount as this. So that now like all of the population's info goes to amount and is times 1,200. Now we print it and this is what we get. Because here look, population is 1537. If we go to decimals and we do how much there was before, we do 1537 times whatever we had before. 1537 times 1,100, we get almost a million. And over here, if you go back, you almost get a 1 million. So like that's 100, that's 100,000, that's 1 million. So see, that's how it works. So now we can do another thing, that's how we can import it, how to check the data filtering, which we did that. And this is what we get. How we can create a new column, that's what we did. Now we're gonna do data merging. How can we do that? So data merging is, first we're gonna import, but before that, I'm still on it. So we do import numpy as np df amount new np random order. Now if we go, this is what we get. So now beside amount, we get amount new, the same thing, but we three times it by 3000. And it only shows us 5 columns when we do head. So now we're going to talk about how we can do data merging. So data merging is you create two or three different data. No, you create two different datas and not have the same sample or same data. It's different. It literally looks like similar, but it says housing test on the first one, housing train on the second one. So then we do df3 equals pd dot merge and parentheses df1 and df2 on population. So we merge these two to get data together and we put it on the population column. Now, if we go to the population column, it's right here. It's somewhere here. Just wait. So that's median house. Median. Here, right here, population. That's what we get. We can, and if you want to get a different data, we do the same thing. We go to file, click file, go to sample. We did housing test first. Now you can copy this, do this, and copy path. Then you put on this one, and you just do this. Now this is what we get. We don't know how, but that is true. So now pd.read cf. This is the same thing. Now we can recreate the new amount column on this one. So now if we go, you can see amount new. This is the amount new was 17,000. If we times it by 70,000, because look, 70,000 and 17,000 and what's it called? Probably like, I think it's the populate, we do amount new. We, I think it's 34 and that's what we get. So yeah. So now we're gonna do df amount new, same thing. It's gonna give us the amount new on here, almost a million, because that's what we're timesing. But over here, I think we're dividing it, so now we get that much. So df1, df and df2 on amount new, it's just the same thing. I'm just giving us different examples here. Now it doesn't give us any values. It only shows us the what's it called? The columns or like the effects or the stats. See, that's all of it. So that's all we do. That's all I did was how we can create new column, data merging, checking data filters, duplicate and removing errors, how to describe the pandas, how to get the info from pandas, how to call the pandas, introduction to pandas, and we talked a little bit about how to code null and alternative hypothesis and what, and I'll give you guys a clear example on what is the difference between null and alternative. So thank you for coding with me and watching this video. And I hope you guys have a great day and subscribe to my channel and have a good day. Thank you. Bye bye.